Peace and blessings, everyone. I had a conversation earlier today with a couple of acquaintances of mine, and it's basically on the subject of my beliefs. And I told them, of course, at one time, that part of my belief system is that, I don't believe in the impossible. I don't believe in miracles. I believe everything is possible. The only issue or difficulty, if you will, in dealing with things that are said to be impossible is that it's a matter of difficulty. It's a matter of the odds of something occurring. The more difficult something is, the greater the odds are that it won't occur, or would it be lesser the odds that it will occur. A 1 in a billion, 1 in a trillion chance, things of that nature. But ultimately, everything is possible, given time. And then one thing I was thinking of later on this evening, which I didn't bring up, and I could have brought up, is that one of the people I'm speaking to, she's a woman, and her husband has a MS. So he's wheelchair bound for the most part. And I've had a thought over some time now that I believe that I could heal him, or at least that I should be able to heal him. Because once again, I don't believe anything is impossible. But what we're faced with, of course, is that this could be proven in a way by me attempting to heal him. I believe that I can heal him just by touch, by laying hands on him. So what would happen is, the truth is, either he would be healed or he wouldn't be healed. The truth is, I have touched him, as in, give him a hug, show him love, in the past, and he hasn't been healed. So one can say the truth is, my touch alone wouldn't do it. So maybe it would thus take my actual intent at the time of me touching him to heal him. If I was to do that and it wasn't successful, would I then just thus prove that it is impossible or couldn't happen? No. For I would still hold the belief that I could heal him. What it would then turn into is that I would need to figure out how to heal him. Thus that I was doing something wrong. And one can say that I could be in denial, but I believe the truth would show differently. For the truth would be that, not that I can't heal him, it will only be accurate to say that I haven't healed him. So if I was to attempt to, right, and it didn't work, to say that I can't would say that I can't in the future. No matter what it is that happened in the past, or that happened at that point in time, that I didn't heal him at that point in time, that I didn't heal him in the past, it does not dictate what is going to happen in the future. It might have some bearing on showing what may occur in the future, but it does not dictate it in its totality. We pretty much believe, it is belief, but we know that the sun will rise tomorrow, in the sense that it rises. Why? Because it did yesterday, because it's done it, and because science says it shouldn't go out for billions of years. But that does not mean that the truth is that it will rise tomorrow. All right, but we do not know that something may occur. So once again, if I was to and I wasn't to succeed at the time, it would not mean that I can't. It would only be able to say that I haven't. Can't denotes a past, present, and a future. haven't denotes the past, and as it applies to the future, it is only correct in the context of I haven't as of yet. Now, at the same time, in dealing with that, it's important, of course, always saying truth. Because the truth is that I haven't as of yet. I would at the same time say, well, one shouldn't believe in some other method, or you should stay away from a medical cure, because it's something, of course, that happens in some religions. People, that once they get that belief, they hold to that belief, and even in the face of truth, they hold to it. But then the difference between what I'm saying and what generally happens is that they'll close themselves off to the truth outside of that. So I'm not closing myself off to that. That a scientist come up with a cure, or science may hold a cure. It doesn't presently, but it doesn't mean that they won't, that they can't in the future. And so in the same context, in the same manner, it is only accurate to say that I haven't, and not that I can't. Just as if I said that I believe I can fly to the moon. Not being a rocket scientist, not one, having the knowledge and skill to build my own personal space shuttle. If I tried, I would probably fail. Does that mean I can't? No. And we know the truth is, it is not impossible for a human being to fly to the moon or to get into space. You just have to know how to. You have to have the knowledge. So when one is dealing with belief and believing they can achieve things, a lot of times it comes down to just knowing how, having knowledge. I believe I can fly. If I jumped out this roof, would I probably hit the ground? Probably. But does it mean I can't fly? Or does it just mean that I haven't figured out yet how to fly? And I would believe it just means I haven't yet figured out how to levitate myself and fly. Because I just, once again, the truth is I have no reason to believe in the impossibility. Going off, even like I say, even using physics and saying, the gravity's gonna bring me down, or the fact that throughout history, I was about to say no one has flown, but is that really true? I can't say. The truth is I can't say that no one has ever flown throughout history. Matter of fact, we have some magicians who can fly. So, but we basically hold it to be impossible for a human being to just levitate and fly. And magicians that do it, it's all a trick. But it doesn't mean that it can't be done. It just hasn't been done, and it's very difficult to do because physiologically we're not built to fly. We don't have wings. We don't have feathers. We're not built that way. So it will take some type of ability to levitate or whatever it takes. However Superman does it. But then another thing I want to say is that the point thing is when we have a belief, when we adopt a belief, if the belief is something that is for the good or for the betterment, no matter how crazy it may seem, how outlandish, it's important that we hold on to that belief. Right? Many people do not believe in achieving heaven on earth, while I do. Even people of faith don't believe that we can bring about heaven on earth. They believe it has to take some Messiah, some person coming back. They believe people are too flawed, we're too evil, that we can't do it. Well, the truth is, we have, as far as we know, as long as humans have been in existence, we have fought and killed and stolen and all types of things, mistreat each other. But does it dictate that in the future that'll happen? Well, of course not. Most likely tomorrow there's still going to be the war in the Middle East because it's been going on. There's still going to be the Israelis against the Palestinians and all these other things because it has been going on for years. But that does not mean that tomorrow that things will change for the betterment. So when you have a belief, especially if it's a good one, it's important you hold on to it. Hold on to it, that belief, but remember, always have that truth first. Always have that truth first. Be willing to accept that truth. And until that truth can totally eliminate your belief, there's no reason to get rid of it. but only if it's a good one. Like I said, if you want to believe something negative, bad, then you're wasting your belief. Why even believe it? If you can't believe in great things and that which is said to be impossible, why even belief? A belief is something that you choose to take on and hold within your mind as being possible, or something that's told to you that you are willing to accept and hold into your mind. So it's your choice of what it is that you're going to believe. So if it's your choice of what it is you believe, then why not choose the greatest? Once again, it's a choice. If I have the choice, I have an active imagination. Then what I'm going to choose is going to be out there. If it's truly my choice, right? The truth, president may say something different, but the truth, as we know it, as we deal with it, doesn't necessarily dictate what is going to happen in the future, or in killing that belief for the future. So just remember those things. Truth bless everyone. Peace and love.